Yeah, all right.
Finally.
Hello?
Hey Grandpa, it's Kendall. It's time for Livestream with Phlash and Janine in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks, honey. Bye-bye.
Oh, I like Kendall. That was great.
That's Lou and his
Now talk about great phone quality.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That's Lou. Hadn't seen Lou since he did the Fan Clan oath.
Yeah. And he sent me that and said he and his granddaughter had an intro, and he noticed the rotary phone was sitting there in his house. I think that's his house, and he said, I think I'm going to use this for an intro. So there it is. Our newest intro. We've got almost 100 of you watching. We had a couple of technical difficulties. Facebook was having issues with streaming. So if you saw us go live, that was why. But now we're here. It looks like we're okay. Is everybody seeing it okay?
I hope.
You're not seeing it okay. You have your glasses on, Phlash.
Oh, now I see. Hey, it looks so much better right now. See, I keep everything handy while I'm in here. I still have the party horn. The party horn still here. Do you still have yours?
I do.
How many weeks ago was that? Hey, I can do a party today because I'm celebrating the anniversary of the first day I ever went on.
A big yes.
There you go.
Oh, that's a bad one.
And you've seen my mask, right? My Clyde mask.
I do, and that's from Ann Whalen.
Yep.
Whoa, where are you? Ann Whalen is right there. There you go.
Oh, there she is. Hi, everyone, with love. There, I see how she did that. There she is.
Got that. Well, we have so many of you, 165 of you. I'm very relieved that this happened because I was nervous that we were all going to have to migrate over to YouTube, which it's streaming there too, but I was a little bit nervous. So last week's show, we made waffles. I'm just curious, did any of you watching decide to make waffles the next morning? That would be a good question.
I had enough of the pancake mix. Remember all the pancake mix I had?
You haven't used it, I bet.
I do. I have all that. I still have the maple syrup. I have a lot of that left. I'm going to be having, I think that's good for at least the year. I think.
Probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Depending on what other things we end up making on the show. Robert Matthews, this was last week. You're all carrying fun to a new level. That was because of the
waffle. If you missed any of that.
Huh? Did what?
If you missed any of the making of the waffle, oh my gosh, I was a mess by the time that ended.
But yes, and Kim, who is going to join the Fan Clan today, he said, frickin' frack, Keystone Cops. I don't know what the Keystone Cops are. But
I can explain that to you because I got a chance to go to my school and see the Keystone Cops. Now, it was not actually out currently at the time because...
Okay.
And during the silent movie time, Keystone Cops, they were just crazy and they did nutty slapstick kind of humor. So he's comparing us to the way the Keystone Cops were, but at least we have volume. As far as I know, the Keystone Cops didn't. And I remember I went to school and it was one of those where they showed some of the silent movies and my mom and dad took me so I could see.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what that's based on. When he says we're Keystone Cops, we're slapstick, but we at least have the audio that goes along with it, which is some of the crazy stuff. Because you never know whether or not I'll fall off the chair today. What's going to actually happen? Is somebody going to ring my doorbell?
I can hear you fall off the chair. This is actually really funny. I saw this and I said, if anybody just randomly happened upon our pages, don't drink some water. You guys are hilarious, talented. Drink it and find out. Don't try this at home. Portal cooking with Phlash and Janine. Don't attempt pancakes. Somebody might get killed. These are all of your comments. And if anybody randomly was looking, I don't know, they may call us a safety.
No, we have to say, don't try this at home, please, the way that we put these together. We actually have to figure out how in the world it's going to sometimes work. And sometimes it works. Sometimes, it's a total mess from what we do.
And it's really nice that you all stick with us all 192 of you. I will tell you this, if you want to share this to your page, you can, and then maybe more people will come and watch it. But this week, today, right now.
As in Thursday, September 10th.
We had a large amount of people wanting to be in the fan
clan. Oh my gosh. Did I tell you what it was originally called? And I played this on the air earlier today.
Did you give me that footage? We'll show it later, or is that?
Yeah.
Is it on? Okay, so let's not tell anybody. Let's see if anybody was listening. If you know what the fan clan used to be called, that'll be
originally.
This is a test if you were watching or not. But we're about to have 2 new members of the fan clan.
Oh, good.
And what do you think? We should let everybody watch them join with us?
Yeah,
all right.
Let's go ahead and do it.
I am looking for hold on. Okay, I gotta find them. And I think I just found them. Okay, we're gonna change our clothes real quick too.
And I actually recognize both right there. I see Kim Payne in the upper part, and then there's Sarah down there. You two have been listening for a while. How long have you been listening?
It's only been about 3 years.
And Kim, you've been listening how long?
I'm going to say between 12 and 14 years.
And you started on the XM or Sirius side?
Serious.
Did you meet each other through Phlash?
Well, Kim actually was an off-ice official for the Hershey Bears games that we've been going to for years. Oh. And every game he would come down and sit in the booth and say hi to us, but we never actually introduced ourselves to each other. Until one day I heard him on the radio, same day I was talking to Phlash, and now we know each other.
That's a great story. Oh, all right. Thanks for coming. Okay, bye. No. You want to do the fan club? Okay, here's what you do. You just say, I'll pour candle wax on my radio dial.
I'll pour
candle wax on my radio dial.
Try to do it in unison. All right. No one else comes close by a mile.
No one else
comes close by a mile.
Our man Phlash is second to none.
Our man Phlash is second to none.
And the competition bites the big one.
And the competition bites the big one.
Spit on the other stations like a geyser.
Spit on the other
stations like a geyser.
They're nothing but Phlash fertilizer.
They're nothing but Phlash fertilizer.
Then you get yourself in a place hard to reach, and you do the weird lip noise. Go, pull now.
Yeah.
Yay! All right, we got Kim and Sarah. They go in at the same time.
We're in.
Taking, you want to get some cool numbers? How about 1498 and 1499? You want to do those?
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, well, this has been fun having you on. Yep. Thank you so much for all your listening, even on the radio.
Thank you, Phlash. Thanks, Janine.
Bye. Thanks.
That was fun. That was great. I love the suspense that was in there after every line.
Yes, we didn't know if they were going to be able to do it in tandem or if they were going to do it in unison, and it seemed like they worked it out okay. See, it's not easy to join the fan clan. With being limited to doing this on the video rather than an easy phone call, you got to adapt and improvise.
And it worked out. That was really good. Yeah. So they're big hockey fans, obviously, because Kim spent a lot of time. It was his. I think he said it was his dad that was heavily involved with Hershey Park when I went to Hershey just 2 weeks ago. So that was a great connection. And then the Hershey Bears, all about that. And I'm sure that they're a farm team for the Capitals, who, as we know, won just 2 years ago now. Yeah. There you go. All right, you know a lot about hockey. By the way, do you have any idea what icing is besides on cake?
Would that be have anything to do with the Zamboni?
Yeah. When the Zamboni goes past so many blue lines and it runs into the back wall and it hits it real hard, they claim icing, and then the play stops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I used to think Zamboni was an Italian dessert until I.
See, sometimes the players have to skate around the Zamboni because they actually make the ice look really cool, and they do it while they're playing. Have you ever noticed that the Zamboni's on while they're skating around it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
It's pretty cool. I think we talked about this when I think I picked Utah once.
Oh, and that's right. You did. You picked and you sang. You stood on the ice.
And I just did not believe that it was going to work, but it actually worked. I stood on the ice and didn't fall.
I know another place where you had to stand on the ice was Syracuse. You were at the Dome.
It was at the Dome. That's right. But they gave me a carpet.
They did. They gave you a carpet. And I remember I was in Las Vegas, and I was at the airport, and somebody went on the email or something, and they said, "Hey, look." Oh no, remember they were there and they saw you.
Yes.
And they took a photo of you from there. And they said, "Look who's singing the Star Spangled Banner." And I took it and I forwarded you the photos of someone in the crowd watching you.
Yes,
That was
I
what it
remember
was.
that. And that was a historic event because it was the largest crowd ever at the Carrier Dome for hockey. I think it was for hockey. The way they set it up, it was really cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have a lot of. If you're from the upstate New York area, a lot of Pennsylvanians and upstate New Yorkers for sure. See, Erie, Pennsylvania, right here. See that?
There you go. That's Debbie. Oh yeah, Debbie. I know Debbie.
Yeah. So Phlash, I think I'm going to do my flashback real quick because you have a really fun one as well.
Okay.
But for my flashback this week, I mentioned it this morning that I went sailing, which was a lot of fun. I went with our friends, my husband and I. We have friends.
You do. You two seem to spend all your time together, but that's good to know. There's at least one other friend
aside from you,
and especially the fact that they have a boat. This sounds pretty.
Yes,
good.
the best kind of friends, the best kind of sailboat is one that somebody else has.
You don't have to take care of it.
That's right.
Oh, that's great. Just go, and if they want you on it, that's great. That's good stuff.
Yeah. So they took us, and they didn't let me drive, but as you know, and I mentioned it this morning, is I did get to drive a Coast Guard cutter Ibis. And I always say this when I give my talks, is that I was very proud of myself because nobody threw up or fell overboard when I did that.
Yeah,
and
you kept it pretty smooth sailing over here.
Yeah, I don't know why they're so trusting, but I have a really cool shot, and I was going to find this. It's behind me in the storage, but I was given an ensign. I was given a flag. So after I drove to the Star Spangled Buoy. Not a lot of people know this, but if you're in the Baltimore area and you know about the Inner Harbor, there's a buoy. It's actually out now that marks the spot, the approximate location that Francis Scott Key was floating from when he saw by the dawn's early light that our flag was still there. So on the 200th anniversary, which is 6 years ago, they took me out. They let me drive. And here's a picture. Oh, no. Do I not have the picture of me?
Oh, no. It's a great
photo. Get it. I will get it.
I've seen it before. Yeah, this is because Janine did this, and it was just a lot of fun. Now, this is when I first saw Janine the first time. I had never met her in person at this point, and she had just gotten into Camden Yards to be able to sing for, it was Derek Jeter, one of his last games with the Yankees. So the Yankees were playing for the Orioles. We're not playing for the Orioles, but playing the Orioles. And so Janine came out and sang, and I was watching the O's game, and here's Janine on there. I was like, oh my gosh, there's the girl that I talked about. And she just finished singing for all 50 states. And then you performed. You had Kenny Rogers. It was all over the Pier 6 Pavilion. Did you find it yet?
Keep going.
Okay. So she performs and sings the Star Spangled Banner. It was a really big performance here in Baltimore. Oh, there we go. There's that photo. So this is out in the harbor. So we have the Tapsco River that comes in off Chesapeake Bay. And then when it comes up to Fort McHenry, it does a branch. And one part's called the Inner Harbor. Most people are familiar with that. And then the rest of the river continues through Maryland. So you were off of Fort McHenry.
Yeah.
Past what's called the Francis Scott Key Bridge, which is 695. And then beyond that, towards the bay, that's how far the boat was out. And it's the Star Spangled Buoy. So go ahead. Now you can go ahead and pick it up from there. You have the photo. Yeah.
So you got to see that. I got to drive. And then here I am. Now this is in just 4 days because the 206th anniversary of the national anthem is on September 14th, which is why I thought I would share this. And here I am singing from I was waiting to sing, but there's a picture of the Star Spangled Buoy.
Yep.
And then this is me with the entire crew right here.
Wow.
We're all pointing like this because I always say our flag was still there. And I do that.
You always point.
And then here is the
then, by the way, at Francis Scott Key's grave in Frederick, he's doing this.
Yes.
He's pointing just like you are. And you didn't know the statue is him doing that.
Yeah, I did not know.
You found that out later.
What happens. It's like osmosis. He sang his song so many times. And then this is my last picture of the ensign that they gave me, and they all signed it.
Wow.
That's all their signatures there, and I still have it. I was going to bring it out, but I got a little busy with the problems with the live stream. So I didn't get to show you. But anyway, that was my flashback, which was 6 years ago today, in an interesting 36 years ago today.
I know what happened 36 years ago.
What happened, Phlash? I wasn't even born yet, but go ahead.
No, Janine is not 36 yet, but I was a kid, and some say, hey, your voice had not changed. That wasn't actually true, because when I got in, that I was told to be able to show excitement. Here's what I was told first when I was interning in radio. They said the more that you get into what you do and how high it is, that will be lost between that microphone and the airwaves before it gets to the ears of someone. So always put more excitement into it on this side, because it will lose it and it'll still sound better on the other side of the radio. So I was always taught that, so it's 910 WLAS. So it's really high energy at this point. Now I'm doing AM country. This is it. And everybody said, take whatever job you can get for your first job, because I had not had any experience on the air at all, except for there was a thing I did where I ran the audio for a jazz show, and all I got to say was, Journey into Jazz with Jim Murphy is brought to you by Holiday Spas. No one else makes you feel so good so many ways. So that was here in Baltimore that I had done that. And what? What was the funny part?
You just don't.
That was okay.
Keep going. I don't want to break it, but
okay. I don't know what was the funny part. It's okay. All right. So after I did that, I then got the job on the air. They said, just put together a tape in our production room. And once you get that tape together, just send it out. So what you would do is you'd have two turntables, and then you play the end of a song, and then you have the beginning of the song ready to go. So you just start playing it, and you'd record it on the reel-to-reel. And I just do it, and I'd be like, hey, it's the Flasher. And I just was making up stuff. And then I would do it over and over until I liked it, and then save it. And then I edit them all together, all the best stuff. Then you send it out. Then 23 of those reel-to-reel tapes. Wow. And one went to North Carolina. Now, I was an ad, and it just said, it didn't even say country. It just said Jacksonville, North Carolina. I had no idea what the station was. So I sent it, and then they called me, and they said, why don't you come on down? So on Labor Day weekend, I drove down and found out it was not FM, it was on AM. So I get on this AM station, and they said, we want you to cut a production piece for us. And I do that, and they said, so do you want to work here? And I said, well, let me go home and think about it. And I went home, and I thought about it. I then called them. I said, I'll be there in another week. So that was Monday, on September the 10th, 1984. I went to the studio the first time. I moved 400 miles away from home, 18 years old, and went on the air at 2 o'clock that afternoon. I was coming out of the song Ride 'em Cowboy by Juice Newton, which was the remake of the Paul Davis song. And they let me pick whatever song I wanted to play first. And I was looking through, and I started in the A's. And I came upon the first country with an A, and it was Lynn Anderson. And the song Rose Garden. You know the song probably. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. No?
Did we make it into like a Pete Moss commercial or something?
Oh my gosh. You never heard I beg your pardon? I never promised you a rose garden? No?
I mean, maybe, but you're not giving me the...
That was pretty good. All right. So anyway, that was the song I played first. It was Rose Garden, and it was terrible. The first thing I ever did. I have heard it. I even heard it yesterday or earlier today when I was trying to grab the audio. It's nothing I would ever play for anybody because it was so bad. I was like, oh my gosh. And I called it the new one. I said, here's the new one by Lynn Anderson. The song was already 10 years old. So it was still new to me.
Oh, okay.
And then that's what I played. So that was September the 10th of 1984. And I have the video that I was able to do because I've gone back to that.
Everybody's trying to help me remember the song.
Rose Garden by Lynn Anderson. First song I ever played. Okay.
So there it is. But can we show, now that you've told that story,
go ahead.
The video,
sure.
Your first station, here it is.
Hi, Phlash Phelps. This is where it all started. September 1984, WLAS, Jacksonville, North Carolina. I worked right here on the second floor. What an amazing place at that point. And The Wachovia Bank's not there anymore either. That's right over there. But I was right up there for 4 months until they said, you're fired. True story. And you see, it's still owned by Popkin. They were the ones who owned the radio station. They still own that building today. But that was the way that you would go up to it, those steps, and you go up to the second floor. And then they had 2 radio stations up there. One was their PHM, which was WXQR, and then I was on the AM. And then after 4 months, then they were like, you need to go and do top 40 radio, not country radio. And I was like, well, that's what I'm trying to do. And they knew that I was trying to leave and get out of there just to get some experience. And next thing you know, I had a sound effect. We had these cartridges, those looks like 8 tracks, and I had a sound effect of a needle pulling off of a record. So what I would do is I'd hit the sound of the needle of the record and I'd dump out on the volume of the song. So to a listener, it sounded like the song was playing, and all of a sudden the needle went right off the end. Now, it really didn't drag off the end, but I was playing records, so I really could have done it. Well, the engineer thought I was really pulling the needles off the record, so he went in and told him that I needed to be fired right away. So
for something you didn't do.
Something I didn't do, and I did it to a couple ones, but and so it's like, well, I was always told that, hey, once you get fired in radio, you got to get fired at least 3 times to be in radio, and so I just thought that was a success at that point that I had been fired. And so I saw, Gloria Estefan remakes every song, and I'm guaranteeing she probably redid Rose. Obviously, she didn't redo Rose Gardner. You would know it right away.
Exactly, and if not, she probably should. Well, you know what?
No, don't open that. You know what? I am right now drinking. I got this.
Drink.
Okay.
You probably.
You know what I'm drinking?
I hope not caffeine. I hope not
I'll
alcohol.
show you. I have the full can right here. Look what I got.
Arnold Palmer's birthday.
Yes, today is his birthday. That's right. He was born today in 1929.
1929. So I guess you're gonna give me some Arnold Palmer. Is that why I can't have
you? Yeah. Let me just open it up right now. You ready? Here, hold on. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right. You want some?
Just don't do anything stupid.
Watch this. The bid is I'm going to pour it, and as soon as
this here,
and then put the cup up.
You can go ahead and pour. Okay.
All
okay.
right.
Go ahead. Okay. How much? Okay, that's enough.
No, is that enough?
I don't know. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit. Go ahead. Thank you. All right, just a little bit. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Oh man, what? Oh man, isn't that good?
Yeah. Do you have any more in that can?
I do. Do you want the whole can? I'll give it. I have enough right here. Here, let me give you the can.
Okay. This is cool.
You got? Oh, you got it. Oh, okay. My arm's stuck. Oh! I got stuck. Yeah, I got stuck in the portal.
You can't fall for no reason.
Oh, that was that. I don't know what was going on inside of there. It was. It's all right now.
Carbonation. No.
Isn't this good?
Yes,
for Arnold
it is
Palmer?
good. You know what would go really good? I didn't know that you were going to be so generous and give me Arnold Palmer. I did think that's nice. And Arnold Palmer, by the way, was born today. I don't know how old he would be now, but he passed away in 2016.
He would be 90. What would he be? 90, 91? 91.
91 years old.
Yeah.
But he and his wife, my mother-in-law actually, happened to know, due to something else that I will show you in a second, that we were talking about Arnold Palmer today. And she said they had a foundation that would help a lot of young children. And and they still are active today, which I thought was really nice. So in light of all of that, I don't know how much of this I really should
keep
drink.
on drinking. Take another swig of it. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and our mugs. You see these mugs? Watch this, Phlash.
Life Maps. Lifemaps.biz. You got a sponsor? Did you? Janine, hold on. That's called for celebration. Life map. I don't even know what it is. Janine got a sponsor on the bottom of her wheel. That's a paid for sponsor. How cool is that? What Life Map?
I almost went out my nose. Before we talk about life maps, I would like to acknowledge the wall over here.
Oh.
We have, you can't see it very well, but I'm going to just throw something at it right over there.
Isn't that fun to throw things? Here you go. Watch.
That over there is this little round spot. I don't know if you could see it, but our very first very kind sponsors, the Fan Clan 3, Terry, Sarah, and Jean, were underneath our mug right here, right?
Oh, there you go.
So they're retired. Their nice ad is retired, which was very nice of them. And now we have another. I can't drink anymore. That's because
life. You got to keep it tilted up to be able to have your life feed. It's the life maps.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, good.
So life maps. Look at this, everybody. Are you ready for this? It almost went up my nose, Gene.
Wow, 60.
So this right here is a 60s hit map. This woman, her name is Ronis O'Her, and I'm probably saying her last name wrong, but she custom.
How is it spelled? Is it O-H-E-R?
Yes, O-H-E-R.
Might be or.
O'Her. I don't know.
It could be or.
Watching because she's a sponsor.
Oh.
She custom makes these. These are done already, but she custom makes people's life stories. She said she makes personal maps to celebrate the life story of an individual, a couple, a company, or a city. How cool is that?
Oh, that's really wild. I like that.
Closely, she says all the artists are on the 60s and the songs are on the 0. You can match them up. So
they're artists on the 6 and the 0's got all of them.
And then you find their song, which I would fail miserably at this because
name something that you can read off of there.
Okay, so I'll read. The song is "Sad Story Swamp."
Sad Story Swamp. Pick another one.
96 Tears.
96 Tears is on there?
Yeah.
You like that because you remember that group? You brought it up a couple weeks ago. Question Mark and the Mysterians. Remember that?
Yes.
Funny that you picked that one because you talked about how much you thought that was funny. Yeah, the guy's name's Rudy, and Rudy changed his name to Question Mark.
Exclamation point. All right.
Yeah.
So,
yes, question mark.
Ronis is right there. Ower is how you spell the last name. Ronis is online right now. Ronis, if you would put your website, so anybody that wants to see it, you got to put it on my Facebook page and Flash's because nobody sees it on either one. This is a problem we're having. Okay. Anyhow, how cool is this? Go to our website. I don't want to lift them. Here, wait.
Arnold Palmer.
Life maps right there.
Wow, there it is.
.biz.
The story of a lifetime? Is that what that says?
Yes. Lifemaps.biz. And there you go. So thank you for sponsoring us. If anybody else.
I'll blow the weenie whistle. I do have a weenie whistle right here. This is always one of the fun. Wait, is that the right side? Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
That's a weenie whistle. If you've never seen one of those from the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, I love it. That is so good.
Cool is that? I mean, she makes it custom. That's most of her business is custom. I was talking to her earlier, but there it is. I shared the link. Most of her business is custom, but there's a whole bunch of things. If you look at her website, she's got all these cool like cards and puzzles even. But it's hand done, which is pretty amazing.
That's really nice. What a great job.
Thank you so much. Phlash, in light of all these fun things, I just want to show you that I made you something.
You did?
I know that you got a can of Arnold Palmer.
I don't have it anymore. I have it in here, and you got the can now.
It was very nice of you. Yes, okay. But what I have for you is I stayed up. This is my mother-in-law knows about this because I told her that I was making this, and I also had to keep my husband away because he kept cutting away at the edge of it to eat it, thinking I wouldn't see.
Oh, it's something to eat.
Yes, it's something to eat. So here's what I have.
Let me look.
I forgot
what is that?
to get one other thing, but here is Arnold Palmer Bars.
What's an Arnold Palmer bar?
Okay, so it has tea in it, like boiled down. What do you call that? Reduced tea, and lemon. So it's tea and lemon bars.
Oh, well, they look really good. So how am I supposed to get them?
Well, I'm going to give you one if you wait a second. But what I'm going to do, I'll just leave it right here. I am going to I forgot confectionery sugar.
Okay.
And it looks funny right now, but I don't want it to look funny. So hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, Janine's going to get her confectionery sugar. I'll tell you about some of the things that I've been doing. And okay, she should be far enough away. You know what? Let's just go ahead and grab it right now. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get it. Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh, let me get it. Lift it up. Don't tell her I'm taking them. Okay, here we go. Let's pull them over. I got it. Okay. I got them. Now this will be the funny part. I'm going to hide them right down here. When she gets back with her confectionery sugar, there's not going to be anything on her table. This is going to be great. Let me see what in the world it.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right. So what do you put it on? Do you have anything so where are they? Because I'm ready to eat them.
Okay. Where are they? How do you have them?
I reached to your screen and I grabbed them and I pulled them over here. And so can I just eat it?
Oh man, Phlash.
Man, I mean, this is really good. I mean, I'm good with this right now.
But I needed to have confectionery sugar. I wanted to see what it looked like finished.
Oh, well, go. Do you want to pour it on? You got it right there?
Yeah. Okay.
All right, go ahead. Just go ahead and pour some confectionery sugar on it.
Look, I'm not giving you a lot. It doesn't need a lot. It doesn't. Okay.
Come on. Pour more. Come on. Hold on. Back it up for a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna stir it up. It seems like it's stuck or something.
Yeah, I never think it's coming out right. Okay, try it again.
Okay, here I come. Here.
Okay, pour it again. Because I want to at least get some on here.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Everybody to see okay, keep going. Okay.
Oh,
keep going.
Okay. Well, you're pouring enough on there.
I'm trying to get over there.
You done? That's enough. That's enough on it, isn't it?
Can you get the other one? Can you move the plate over a little bit?
There it goes. Oh.
Where's this? Cynthia, I am not in my. This is difficult.
Oh gosh!
No one saw a glass or a strainer.
Oh.
Throw sugar at them. No, we've got the rest of the show. Can you try it? Let me know how it is. I'm going to share the recipe with everybody.
I'll try it.
All right. Sure. Here is the Arnold Palmer bars. Here it is right here. Okay. Don't inhale the sugar. Okay, look, everybody. I found this online. I didn't know.
No, I think my hands are going to be sticky.
They might be. Are they good?
Yeah, great. Oh, they're really good. They are.
Listen, the Ziploc bag was so that I could run downstairs with it.
Are your hands all sticky too?
Sugar. What?
Are your hands all sticky too from that?
Well,
that is really good. Oh yeah, you got it all over.
Yeah.
Man, these are good. So how do you make these? Are you gonna let everybody know how you make these?
Yeah, I just shared the recipe just in case anybody wants to have it. I shared it. It's very easy, but I will tell you this. It has a lot of butter. So, Phlash, if you're on a diet today.
Oh, today's not the day for the diet. I picked a wrong week to be on a diet.
You know what would be nice if I had a paper towel that was a little wet so I could wipe my hands off.
Milk girl. Can you pass it over here?
Would be nice if I had a paper towel. That's all. That's all I'm asking for is a paper towel.
Do you want me to go get one?
It would be nice.
Oh, I'll go get one.
If you went and got one. Yes. No, no more messes, Anthony. We can't have messes. I have things. I have plans. I have show plans here. I just don't. Yeah. Anyhow, I will say this. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you have one?
Okay, I got them. Do you need me to throw one over?
Yeah. Okay. You tell me when you're going to throw that over. You're wadding it up.
Yeah.
You're wadding it up. So now you're going to throw it at me.
One.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it. I didn't throw it yet. I don't know how I got to you. When I say three, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
One, two,
two,
three. I went over your head.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Do you need a paper towel? I'll give you one.
Oh gosh, you're gonna throw me. Hold on.
That's okay.
All right, go ahead. You can throw me a paper towel anytime. Go ahead. Oh! Turn
Oh,
paper. No, not on that one.
All right.
I
So
almost
listen, if
did.
anybody wants to make those Arnold Palmer bars, Phlash approves. Clearly.
I love it. That was really good. I still have now. I have 3 that are left.
Yeah.
They're
well,
really good. I don't know if you thought that they would be good or bad, but man, they are really good.
At first, my husband tried it and he thought they were horrible. And I said, it's okay.
Really?
Phlash is the only one that's going to eat them. And then he actually ate them when they cooled off, and they're better when they're.
No, they are really
cooled
good.
off.
No, that is a really good one. And the sugar did help out a little. I think there was a lot of sugar on that one that you dumped on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So anyhow, all this talk about golf.
Yeah, I got that going on. I always, you know what I love doing is I love getting golf, and sometimes I'll even golf in the house. Yeah, it's always one of my favorite things to do. You ever golf in your house? What are you doing?
Jean is laughing really hard. I wonder why. Do I ever golf in my house? No, Phlash, and nobody that is like wanting to keep their walls intact golfs in their house. Maybe some crazy 60s artists.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what? Let me go ahead and get my golf clubs. Hold on. Because it's Arnold Palmer Day, right?
Yeah, no, you were insistent. I tried to stop you from this.
You know what I did? I stole a 7-iron. I got the 7-iron from my nephew. My nephew needs the small one. So I figured if I'm not going to be outside, I should just go ahead and, you know what I keep in my pocket? Because I was going to, where's my golf ball? I was going to get a golf ball.
Oh, you don't see it, Anthony? Hold on. Here's the recipe again.
You want the recipe? I got I'm going to go get a golf ball and golf in the house. What do you think?
You know what? You're a mature adult, or so we think. All right. So you better not use real golf balls. You know what?
What's that?
What are you going to use? Maybe use Peeps right now.
Golf a peep?
Yeah, because that's not going to hurt anybody or anything.
Where am I going to find a peep right now? Oh. Okay, I keep always a green Christmas tree. I will put this down as well. Hold on. What else do I have in my pocket?
Oh my gosh, this is not
another peep.
Okay, so this is how you're going to go golfing.
Oh, guess what else I have in my pocket?
I don't know.
Another peep.
Okay. So here comes Phlash, our golf ball retrieve from miniature golf course next door. Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Okay.
I don't have much room to swing.
Oh gosh. Oh,
here, I'll try to shoot it over here. Here we go.
Please don't.
Hold on.
You hit me.
Let me try it. I'll try it. Did that one hit you? I'm going to try for more height. You ready? Here it comes. You ready? Here it comes.
Oh, geez. Here goes one more. I don't even. All right.
Hold on. Let me just put it on. I want to get some height on it. Okay, here we go.
Oh, gosh.
This should be some pretty good height.
Oh, gosh.
There it is.
Break the window. I don't even think this is funny. Okay, are you done?
Yeah, it's fun just golfing these things.
Everybody carries Peeps in their pocket. Yes, you did it. You got congratulations, Phlash. Phlash, you went golfing in your house.
Yes,
and that's good. So
one of the Peeps, and I don't know how many people have shot Peeps throughout from the golf club.
Well,
one of them got lost. It's somewhere beyond. I don't know where it went. It went into one of the holes in here. But I gotta tell you, that was fun.
Tastes like the floor.
Oh man, tastes like the floor because that's where it's Peeps on the floor
on it or something like that
on the golf club.
Yeah,
man, that is really cool. You know, I always like enjoying all the stuff I have for Arnold Palmer. You know, I even have some Arnold Palmer shots and golf ball stuff.
Oh, you do. I need to say something. This is my friend Tony from NREC in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Is that right?
That was one of my last speaking events until everything went
kabooey. Yeah, I remember you went over and you flew into Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then they got you out on I-94 and drove you over to Eau Claire, and you got to have a good time over there. That was fun.
Yes, I stayed at that amusement park thing.
You did?
Well, it was not an amusement park. It was like a hotel.
Oh, that was when you went to Wisconsin Dells.
Yes. No. Wait, no, that was a different event.
Yeah, that was a different event. That was
I stayed at some.
Madison, and you went up there, and you went to. That was when you were at the water park. Yeah, the one on I-94.
Indoor water park, and I went to go see it, and.
Yep, and but the one in Eau Claire, I remember because you checked in, and there was snow on the ground, and then you drove over to Eau Claire.
That is correct. Well, Flash and Tell. I'm really gonna. We're at 41 minutes right now, so I'm gonna make you go through these Flash and Tell photos in a flash.
Okay, I can do it.
You think you can talk fast? Flash. Okay, so here's one. Ready?
Yep. Let me see what it is. Oh, Caddyshack down at St. Augustine, Florida. So Bill and Brian Doyle Murray, they're the guys who have this. And as we know, Caddyshack was hilarious. So that's where you can find that at the World Golf Hall of Fame. Very cool.
Okay, here's another one.
Wait a minute.
Whoa!
There's nothing I can do on that one.
That's from all the perfection.
That's all this is. Speaking of Florida again, this is outside of Jacksonville, Florida. On the northwest side of Jacksonville, they got this one of the giant golf balls. And this is the best shot to take it from because if you get the other side, there's some holes in it. That's a good one.
Another one. Oh, that's a big tee.
That is the world's largest golf tee, and that's in Casey, Illinois. And I got that during my All 50 at 50, but they have that over at the Country Club. So it's the town where they have every giant thing that you want. Not every giant thing. They just put in a pizza cutter as well. That's a brand new one. But there's the giant driver that they have. And you can see, this was last November when I was there. And you can see, I don't know if you can see right behind it, there's the giant mouse trap. Now, they've redone these. These were brand new in November of last year, and they actually have set them up a little different now. And they moved some things around. But so you got the world's largest driver right there, and then the mousetrap is right behind it, and then the mailbox is right behind that too. If you haven't been to town, and there's Arnold's statue. Now Arnold has a great statue down in Florida in Orlando at his golf course, but this is a great one. This is at his in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, where he's from. So there's another famous person from Latrobe, and his name is Mr. Rogers, Mr. Fred Rogers. So Fred Rogers' picture or statue is downtown, and over by the airport, that's where this is. So the airport is right where I'm facing, right there, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Isn't that great? I don't know if you remember that. After he died in 2016, they scattered his ashes out there. And as soon as they did, this rainbow appeared. What?
Everybody said God bless you.
Oh, good.
Just so you know.
I used to play that game on the air in Fort Wayne. And we would always, because we were always had the mics live. And so we would always, and one of us would have to sneeze. We were all allergic to something that was in that studio. And I would sneeze. And then we would wait. And the first person that would call and say, God bless you on the phone, they would get a prize. And they learned. We actually taught the listeners to call, and we'd see the phone ring and pick it up. If they actually said anything else besides "God bless you," we go to the next call, and we look for it because people knew that that's what they were supposed to play, and we would give them a CD or whatever we would give them.
Oh, but that's actually cool.
That's a great one. So if either of us sneezes, whoever was the first to say "God bless you" or write it up there, we should give them something.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's. Let's hope we don't keep sneezing. But here's something. I want you to stay here for this Mission Minute. As you know, I have that team, Janine's team.
Yes.
Where people from all over the country, when I find a veteran who could use support or could use some congratulations, like if it's a big milestone birthday, all of you, a lot of you that are watching have been participating, and I really appreciate it. I want to give you a really good update for Stuart Mintz's dad. He's doing well. He said prayer works, and he's starting to get some cards. So a lot of you, I know, I've been sending him. Take a screenshot of this if you want to also send him a card. Here it is real quick. Take a screenshot. Hurry up.
Yeah, right. Oh, he's out in Parker, Colorado, in the Denver area. He probably got snow. Yeah, everybody in Parker got snow.
Yes. So he is still in the rehab center, but Stuart spoke to his dad today. The nurses told him that he's doing well. So keep him in your prayers and keep sending him cards if you haven't sent him a card. Now we have another mission, and this is from another audience member. I guess that's what we call you all, audience members.
Yeah, they're more than listeners. It's not more than radio.
Who may end up joining the fan clan soon. His father-in-law is celebrating a big birthday.
Oh.
He's a Korean War veteran, Marine Corps vet.
Great.
Turning 87. Now let me get this banner off so all of you can see this. Now, I will be sending a mission out, but if you want to be part of more missions, I'll tell you how to be part of that in a second. But it is his 87th birthday. His name is William Hobbs. You can send your cards to this address. Feel free to screenshot it or sign up for my team, and you'll get the information again. But his birthday is September 21st. And if you get your cards in the mail, hopefully by September 17th, he'll get them. And he has this weird trait. You know what he could do? He could wiggle his ears.
Oh, that's not easy to do.
I can't do that unless I actually do that.
Unless
But
you touch them and move them. Yeah, that's a hard thing to do.
That's how I can do it. But if anybody is watching and wants to be part of these types of missions, all it does is take a little bit of your time. And Aesop said, I think it's Aesop said, no act of kindness is useless, or I don't know. I'm sorry, but here is.
Sounds good to me.
This is how you can join. You could text USA to 33777, or just go to my website, click the join. But I wanted to make sure that I shared that while you were watching, because this is like our family, PHAMILY.
Hey, yep.
So there's that. And which is another reminder to make sure that you're sharing your kindness. These postcards that I'm getting goes unnoticed. Thank you, Cheryl. No act of kindness goes unnoticed. These postcards over here are being collected. And if you do an act of kindness, send it to me, what you did in a postcard. And you could be anonymous if you want to, but I'll put this postcard up and I will tell everyone what you did to hopefully inspire others. And, I was talking to our friend Jean, Pit Spitting Jean, and she was telling me this story. She said she was at the supermarket, I think, and she saw a woman who looked a little bit sad. And of course, everybody has their masks on, but she could kind of see in her eyes that she was sad. So she told her, she said, I'm smiling at you behind my mask. And it changed that woman's day. And today,
that's a great line to say to somebody. I like that.
Yeah. And today is Suicide Prevention Day. And I thought of how important it is just to take a second. Sometimes I've heard somebody say, ask someone how they are, but actually listen for the answer. Because you never know if there's somebody out there that just needs someone to show that they care and look at them. It may change their entire life because they may have been considering something that no one should ever do. So if there's anybody out there that knows someone who's struggling, but you're kind of like, I don't know what to say, pick up the phone, text them, call them, whatever, because you will make a difference in their life. And one more thing I want to say as well is there is an organization, if anybody knows any veterans who are dealing with anything. I personally met the founder of Warriors for Veterans, Vets for Warriors. I mixed that up. But here is their website, Vets for Warriors. They are manning phones for our veterans who have any kind of issues that they need to talk to. A lot of times, and maybe some of you all could attest to it, if you're a veteran, you're not going to feel comfortable talking to just anybody. You want to talk to somebody who's been there. So they are an organization that literally only veterans pick up those phones. So I put in the comments the website, and they are doing so many amazing things for our veterans. You should definitely check their website out. But I just want to put you can't really see it there, but vetsforwarriors.com. And what are we going to give them today?
Give them the Teddy Award.
Because
Yay! All right.
The founder is a veteran, and he realized that veterans like to talk to veterans. And now it's a nationwide network for people. So just keep that in mind as you're going throughout your day. If you see somebody, maybe do what Jean does and say, I'm smiling at you through my mask.
I like that line. And by the way, do you know what Teddy? Yeah, you know what Teddy could be in the Atlantic? One of the next storms.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the T. Yeah, we're up to the letter S now. So the T is Teddy, and then the V is Vicky, and then the W is Wilfred, and then after that we're into. Oh no! This is awful late. It's dark outside, and somebody's ringing my doorbell.
I was just thinking that's really crazy, and their doorbell's ringing, so they must be working after dark.
They are, and they want me pretty bad.
Oh, they're really okay. What I do want to do real quick is for the women that have commented that they really like my nails. I know it's kind of crazy, but these things that I wear are stickers. And here's another link for my women out there who would like to have these. They last for like 2 weeks. These were from last week. They're stickers. I'm going to show you while I don't know what he's doing. See this? You peel it off and you put it on and you file it off. So I don't know where he is, but you file it off like the edge, and then you just push it down a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, they're like gel. So you don't have to go to the salon anymore. I don't go to the salon. I just use these. So there's the website. Just, I'll let you guys know.
Okay. I missed whatever you were talking about.
Sponsor, by the way. This is me just telling you all. Well, they gave me a link to give to you guys. But the point is like, how can you not tell anybody about this? Right? Look how nice my nails look. Phlash, don't my nails look nice? I mean, have you ever seen my nails?
Oh, yeah. Did you spend a lot of time over getting that done today?
No, I did not. That's the whole point. This is called Dashing Diva. I haven't tried the other brands, but I do.
You mean, so you did that all yourself? That's a great deal.
No, I didn't do it. My Phlash, you just don't pay. Just keep opening the box. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I was downstairs. I couldn't hear you. Oh, man. What in the world is inside of here? Hey, it's from Pit Spitter Jean, I can tell.
Oh, boy. What could it possibly be?
I don't know. I met Jean in person exactly a year ago this weekend when I was in Novi, Michigan. She lives in Michigan. And you know why she got the name Pit Spitter?
I have a feeling we're going to find out. Yeah. I
can tell you why. Because Traverse City used to have a team, a baseball team, and they were called, what were they, Beach Bums? Traverse City Beach Bums. Well, all the minor league teams wanted to make some name that people would remember. And so I guess Beach Bums wasn't crazy enough. So they came up with the name, the Traverse City Pit Spitters is what it is. So that's how the Pit Spitters came about. She showed up and gave me the baseball for the Pit Spitters. So that's how I got a Pit Spitters ball. So for her to identify herself in the very beginning, she would always say, it's Pit Spitter Jean. And that way I knew right away, like, oh, Traverse City. You could always make that's what some people would always say something, not just who they were. There was a key word that they knew that if they said it, they would stand out above any other call with anybody else's name. How many other people are going to call themselves Pit Spitter when they call you?
Well, it is very visual too. But I found out that the Pit Spitter is actually a machine that like takes the cherry pits, the cherries,
and then does it.
meat off of the pit.
Well, that's what she's talking about here. And she said, I remember the first time I called you and you played that sound effect. What I would do is I'd play the spittoon. And so you just hear, and then you hear ding. And so I don't have the thing here, but I can't hit it right now. But and then I had one that was real fast. It would go ding, 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 ding. And it just kept on going. Really fast.
I think I heard that now that you're saying it like that. I think I've heard that on air.
What in the world?
So this came by Pony Express because this was supposed to be here for your 20th anniversary. It went all over the planet, and then it came back to you.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, look, there's like little decals on. That's cute. So that's a bucket.
It's a bucket with pits, with the pits that I could spit and try to hit them into the bucket, I guess. Gene, is that everything in there? I'll have to read your full letter later, but.
And this was like an international competition. If you remember in the beginning of the whole pandemic on ESPN, there's like Pit Spitter, the championship international thing. It's like a tremendous fruit farms, but they don't do it anymore.
There you go.
The owner got sick. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. No, I don't think that's how you do it.
Am I not doing this right? I just want to get them all out of the bag first.
Throw them in. Gene, help us out. I think you're supposed to throw the pit.
I'm going to throw them in? Okay.
Right.
So I just need another bucket. Hold on, and then we'll get this empty.
Okay.
Let me do that first.
They're not in this pit. I was told by Gene, who understands all this, that they are not eaten. Those pits did not touch.
Okay, here you go.
Things. They were in a machine.
Wow. Okay, so I guess to play this, okay, I'm going to put them all in here.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to. Now, do you want some? Do you want to play? Or do you want me to play?
Roll some.
Here.
What is this? I think.
Here you go. You ready?
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, try to get my hand. Okay.
All right, here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
We'll drop them right now.
Okay. Yeah, no. Oh.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's going to have to be enough. All right, let me try. Let me try throwing.
Well, hold on. All right. Okay, you ready? Now, I'm going to put it up like this. So you go ahead and give it a shot.
Okay.
Oh. All right, go ahead. Do it again. Throw some more in there. You've gotten 4 so far.
Does it sound authentic? I hope so.
There you go. Throw some more. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Look at that. You did a good job right there. You are doing great. This is fun.
Thank you. Do you know that the record, I'm not spitting them, but do you know that somebody spit a cherry pit 93 feet and 6.5 inches? Like,
wow.
Spitting them. I'm not.
Okay, go ahead. You have more to throw?
You can spit them. I'm not spitting them.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. I'll play the game later. That's fun that I can do the pitch there. There's a number of them on the floor. You missed the bucket by just a little.
I know. There.
Some on the keyboard. Oh my gosh, I'm still stepping on them all over the place.
Yeah.
What a fun time that was. All right. You ever notice after our show, there's always a lot of cleanup that we get a chance to do?
I know. People are thinking you're going to golf with the cherry pits.
I just heard my doorbell. My doorbell just went.
No, it didn't.
No, I heard the doorbell go.
No, I know when your doorbell goes, and it did not go.
Let me check. It needs to be checked.
It needs to be. That's funny. That's from Christmas Story. I know that.
Thanks. Oh, let me say hi. Thanks from out the window. Thank you.
What? Okay, hold on a second.
I'm telling you, somebody was there. I heard it.
Planned, everyone, but this is not. I don't know anything about this, Phlash. I'm usually involved somehow in things that you get.
Yep. And you have no idea what this is. That's the funny part about getting a gift that you're not a part, you don't know anything about. Maybe it's for you.
Maybe it's for me. Then I like those things.
Woo! Look what's in there.
Oh, here we go. Bubble paper. That's probably from something I sent you.
Look for Arnold Palmer Day.
I feel like we're going to go a couple minutes up.
I
Good. You got a golf ball.
have a golf ball. Look at this one.
Oh, very nice.
That is a very nice one. I mean, this one comes from Scotland. This
Okay.
is, at the old course right there at St. Andrews in Scotland. This was gotten for me. And I'm glad I was able to get these.
Yeah.
Because now with Arnold Palmer Day, I can play golf for real in the house and not just shoot peeps. I'll do this. And this is very nice because this was sent my sister and brother-in-law. They go out and play all over the world. And that's their thing. They want to play all the different golf courses. So they go around. And now I'll tell you a wild story. Remember when I did all 50 at 50?
Yes, we all do.
Yep. So I made Hawaii the 50th state. January 2017, they were leaving at the same time. We both park in the same parking lot for long-term parking. So they knew where my car was.
Yeah.
So when I got back from Hawaii after doing all 50 at 50, they wrote, if you can see this, if you can check, aloha.
Oh, aloha. That's very cool.
And they took it and then they put it, and it said congratulations at one point. It's come off since then. But they took this and they
cases. Like
and they put it on the car. So when I got back from doing all 50 and 50, their golf balls, they went out to go play golf, came from Hawaii.
Oh, you should put that in one of those shadow boxes.
Oh, you know what? I'll put it in the shadow box that you got me for the glasses. So what I'd like to do is probably take the golf ball, and what do you say that I play golf right here for Arnold Palmer Day? You want to do it?
No, you could play it with a peep. You have any more of these left?
I hit them all. They've already been on the floor. Let's see. There's my green down there.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let me go get my golf.
This is why you can never tune out after the end of the show. Oh, when you think the show is over now, because Phlash, seriously?
Can you see
That's
it?
a real golf ball.
Can you see it?
Yes, your bare feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine is
no.
bare feet.
Oh,
I
gee.
don't have a, oh, that was a pit.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me. Now I'm playing with the kids.
Oh,
thing.
God.
You ready?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try to pitch
Oh,
it right
gosh.
over there to you. Here you go. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, my gosh. I think I broke the screen.
Your screen is broken. My screen is broken.
No, mine's broken. It's right. Look at that. I broke it right there. The golf ball just hit it. Oh, no. This isn't even.
This is why I tell you, you can't use a real golf ball.
Well, what do we do now?
I don't know. Is anybody else's screen broken?
Or is it just ours?
I hope it.
Mine's got a big crack in it now. Because look, everywhere I turn it, it stays.
Maybe, you know what I heard? That you could use toothpaste and rub it into like.
And then I can
Ruth Simon, her screen is broken.
Somebody else's screen is broken too? Oh my gosh.
It broke.
It's broken the portal.
Duct tape.
How's duct tape going to fix that?
Guys, if we broke your screen.
Oh, I am so sorry. I had no idea that would happen. Playing ball in the house. Whoops.
You know, you were very insistent.
I won't do that. I'm gonna put this back. We're gonna have to try to find a way to fix this. I wonder.
I don't have insurance for this show.
No. Anybody else have their
hand.
screen broken right now? Oh no, somebody's iPhone. Anne's iPhone has cracked with that shot as well.
I'm sorry, everybody.
It's right here. Ooh.
It's all fun and games.
Until some Gorilla Glue.
Maybe there'll be a sponsor.
Trying to fix her screen.
You're seeing
it
the
broke.
crack.
It broke
Seeing the
Terry's
crack,
nose.
but her screen is okay. Guys, we're really sorry.
Oh no.
Phlash just I'm hoping that everybody gets a new screen by the time we come back. We may we're definitely not going to be back next week. We may be back.
That's not going to get fixed in a week.
Maybe we just won't come back and everybody will forget why their screen is broken.
Walk like it did. My TV screen is broken.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Oh my head. Oh gosh, everybody. Oh, that was a mistake playing golf in the house. I guess I won't do that again.
No, you probably.
What happens if you rub it? If you
no, nothing happens. Yeah. Everybody.
I feel the crack as soon as I touch the screen.
Yeah, that's why I got laptop replacement. Thank you, Bill. If anybody needs a new replacement.
Oh no.
Try toothpaste. Sometimes that works.
Wow. How much does it cost just to replace the screen? This is a touch screen.
I
might have to get
look, Debbie. See, that's nice. Debbie,
you guys are worth a broken screen.
Totally grounded.
Oh no, grounded.
Back.
Oh no, that was.
Oh wait, Rob, your screen is okay. Oh, okay, very good.
Wow. That's what I got for playing ball in the house.
We're not here. No, we're not going to be here next week.
Because I broke the screen.
Because you broke the screen.
A little while to fix it.
We have to. How can we do any kind of thing? Yeah, everybody needs a new screen. We're very sorry. Because we're not going to be here next week. We'll keep you posted, but make sure you keep checking our Facebook pages. Follow us on our Facebook pages. If you could almost read his. Don't repair.
A couple cracks right in there. It is Phlash Help 24. Look at that. Yours didn't get any cracks right where you are.
No, that's because you were aiming. Obviously, you were looking at your thing. Really quick.
I'll try to get into the crack. You ready?
As a consolation prize, what are you doing?
Trying to get behind the crack. I'm hiding. You can't see me anymore. You don't know I'm here,
Robin.
You won't even know I'm here.
That's right. You look like you're a part of a spider. Mine is all in one computer.
Uh-oh.
We shall follow you both on the air and on Facebook. Thanks, Leslie. So is Phlash going on vacation? No one ever really knows. Totally
depends whether or not there's good weather. If I see good weather, I'll leave.
That's okay. She has phone insurance. Well, see, that's good. We'll sell insurance for our shows from now on. That's just wrong, Phlash. Okay. Would you like to do through the broken screen and all? We're just going to persevere. Would anybody, if you don't want to, just say we shouldn't do it, but would you like to do a state of the show?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, here we go. It's okay, I got it. You don't need
I don't need that.
Broken glass, Phlash.
What did it say about my broken glass?
You don't want to you don't want to put your hand through the portal with the broken glass.
Oh,
here's a good one.
Yeah. Delaware.
Can you see it through the broken screen?
Yeah. I'll give you a trivia question. You ready for this one?
Okay.
Superman lived in Metropolis. What state is the home of Metropolis? Delaware. That is correct. See, you weren't listening. I didn't even say that on the air. Yeah, it's true. See, a lot of people think it's New York, but the guy who came up with it in Cleveland actually grew up in Toronto. So he based the skyline off of Toronto, and then later it was based off of New York. But later in the episodes of Superman, they finally said that it's in Delaware. Look it up. Go to anything about Metropolis in Superman, and the answer is Metropolis is officially Delaware. That is a true story. You can find that out. If you follow Superman, you know that answer already. So what do you want to tell us about your Delaware? I know about your Delaware. You had to walk a long way. You walked the wrong way from the train station.
I did, but I went from a plane. I flew from Arizona to New York. I took I took a cab to the Amtrak, and then I sat on the Amtrak, and then I got I got in a car, and then I walked. No, I took a bus. Then I walked to the location. It was the Blue Hens, Lacrosse Blue Hens, and then walked 45 minutes in the wrong direction.
I remember that.
Anthony, I'm sorry.
But you got it. You owe me a 55-inch big screen because it's all smashed. Oh no, all because of a golf ball playing in the house.
But don't forget, speaking of Anthony, don't forget while you're shopping for a new television screen or a laptop, you could send his father-in-law a birthday card.
Woo! There you go.
There you go.
All right. Do you have? Is that your? Are you gonna tell any more about Delaware?
Yeah. So then I sang. It was my 25th state.
Wow. So it was a halfway point.
Yeah, and you can watch all of that, especially given it's the 206th anniversary of the national anthem. Ta-da!
Right. Yay! Oh, there it is. I got that. I have that, and I have it.
I'll give you guys
signed. Oh, look at that. I got it signed.
Well, it is a nice time to probably say goodbye.
And you don't want my Delaware story?
I thought you. Oh, well, you gave us the riddle. I am so sorry.
That's all right. I'll just tell you some fun things. In Wilmington, they have the giant W's all the way around town. It's the south side is the best view of that skyline. But Dover is one of my favorite places where it's the capital. It's one of the few capitals. It's not on an interstate, and it almost looks like Independence Hall when you go to the Capitol building. But go to the old Capitol. It's a very nice one that just sits on the west side from there. And then another great place is Newcastle. Everyone should go to Newcastle, and not just the place called Newcastle on 95. Go into downtown of Newcastle, because Delaware was the last U.S. state to get one of our national park sites. Did you realize that one? Every state and all the territories had at least a place that was recognized by the National Park Service, but Delaware didn't have one until about 7-8 years ago, when we got what was called the first state national monument. And then finally they changed the name over because a president can bring in a national monument. Okay, so they can bring them in. So that's how it originally got in. Then it became National Historical Park. So that's what it's called now, First State National Historical Park. So you can go all the way from the Pennsylvania line and then go down through Newcastle, through Wilmington, through Dover, and all the way into Lewis, Delaware. And Lewis is a great place. It looks like Lewes, Lewes. It's right there next to Rehoboth. But you go into Lewis, Delaware, and they have the oldest house that's right there, and it's crooked. You go inside and you feel like everything's off. It's great. Yeah, that's and you can take the ferry, go right over to Cape May, New Jersey. It's a continuation of US 9. So all of Delaware is a lot of fun. I go over there probably at least 3 times every month. So I spend a lot of time there.
Really?
Yeah, it's so close. I'm not that far away.
I just want to show you, not only did you break our computer screens, you've hurt Terry.
What happened? I should
and
laugh.
She's black and blue. She doesn't look very happy. She also looks like Jamie Lee Curtis, but she's not
she's got a great photo with you. She has a really great photo with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I've seen that photo, I think. But we're sorry, Terry, for the damage to your laptop as well as your face. I guess that it is a lesson for us all. Don't put your face too close
to the screen when I'm playing golf in the house.
I have a sneaking suspicion, though. You all will magically get your computers fixed.
As soon as this is over.
Maybe. I don't know. Let us know. Comment. But now we are scratching away all these states. We finally did a state of the show. It's been a while. But we should be back either the 24th or October 1st. Keep your eyes peeled. And if you're not on my mailing list, go on it, because I do remind you guys about the show and give you updates. So if you want to be on the inside loop, there it is. Anyhow.
Oh, wow. Since the screen's already broken, do you want me to hit another golf ball?
Oh, jeez. You know what? You can, but I'm going to have to end the broadcast. Okay. I don't know
all right. You end it. Just end it when I'm done. Hang on. I'll end it this way. Ready?
Oh my gosh.
What do you got?
I just got a notification that the documentary is going to be on PureFlix.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Somebody just told me that. Okay, gosh, here we go. Phlash, no one can see what you're doing. You might want to tilt your screen down.
Oh, you're not even, okay. You can't. Now can you see it?
You can't stop. Clearly, I have no influence. This show is terrible, awful, disgusting.
That's Bill. Okay, you ready?
Oh, but I will try to air reruns for all of you. As well.
Ready? I'll try to pitch it up to you. Here it comes. Oh, hold on, it wasn't high enough.
It doesn't matter now.
There we go. Oh,
I missed that.
it went right over. Oh,
It's here.
I don't know.
The cherry.
What happened? Okay, that was fun though. It was fun playing golf in the house.
Of you is still hanging on. Don't know why. We will be back next week, maybe the following week. It just depends. A couple things schedule wise and whatnot, what have you. But you're not going to be definitely not next week. So
All right.
that's what I can say. Listen, I have a feeling your screens will probably. We're calling all the repairmen. They're going to sneak in, fix your. Here, Dan thought that cat at our computer screen.
That was crazy. Oh, Jen came back to see that. She doesn't know why it happened. You have to go watch it back to be able to find out what happened to your screen.
But listen, everybody, thank you so much. Oh, one last thing. The merchandise store is open. I don't have that link, but I'll get it for you. If anybody wants to get any merchandise between now and
the old
then.
quarantine days, yeah.
That's the old stuff. See, you get all the good stuff when we go overboard. Livestream.launchcart.
Is that where it is?
The link. If you guys by the time we come back, you will have your live stream stuff. Here's the link for that. We've got mugs, we've got everything, we've got blankets. So when it's
that blanket, that would be cool. Maybe I change this out. Clyde's cool, but maybe we'll get a blanket here with us.
It is that kind of blanket, so it's a nice warm blanket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here is some of the stuff that you can get. See, there it is. Cups.
Oh, that's really cool.
Whoops, there you go. Livestream.launchcart.store. You can check out any of the merchandise and send us a selfie with it, and we'll show everyone because that's what we like to do here. But anyway.
All right.
Times, everybody. Oh my gosh. The repairman has come.
Oh, hey, my screen just went back. There you go.
The only place where you can break your screen and fix it all in one show.
There you go. Now it looks so much better.
Thank you, Susan McBain. Tomorrow is 9/11.
Yes.
All of those victims, take a moment, be grateful for life, be grateful for everything that you have. As we saw, it was taken away from so many people in a split second.
And you were almost there. You would have been at the World Trade Center site about the exact time, but your mom told you not to go because she had a premonition that you should not be going into Manhattan that day.
It was when I lived on Long Island. There was a music industry event. It was a Tuesday. That's what I remember saying. I wanted to go in. 9/11 was also my mom's birthday. So she said, I don't really think you should go. And I thought, young, saying, well, you just don't want me to go because it's your birthday. And she was like, no, I just don't feel like you should. And I remember I was complaining about it to my brother, and he said, you should listen. So I did. And that morning, my cousin Vinny called us up and said, you have the TV on. And didn't turn the TV on. As when the second plane hit the tower, we saw that. And my mom and I were glued to the TV the whole day. And then it hit us. I was going to take the subway that would have left me right underneath the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
The time of it would have been like 9:15 in that like 3-minute range of that. I would have been stuck underneath the World Trade Center if I didn't listen to my mom. Wow.
Isn't that just an incredible story? And then we got to see the story about how her tears rained on you when you completed all 50. So it's an incredible story. And, tomorrow's going to be a very weird one because on 9/11/2001, we were about to debut XM Sally Radio the next day. The official launch date was going to be on Wednesday, September the 12th. Because we based every one of the launches. It was going to be for Dallas and San Diego on September the 12th. And then it was going to be for the whole southern part of the country on October 12th. And then November 12th, 48 states were going to get Sally Radio. So that's how it was set up. So they had asked me, they said, hey, do you want to fly out to San Diego? Well, guess what day they were flying everybody out to these places? It was 9/11 the day before. Well, two of our people, and it was Mark and Sari, and they flew to Dallas and they got there. And I was told I was going to go to San Diego. And later they said, no, we want you to be in the studio. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm staying in Washington now for this. And we had two of the other ones, a guy who's in charge of this computer that he would have freaked out if he would have just saw what we did to the computer. But and he still is with us, hanging today. And he made it. He got on that flight. He flew over the Pentagon out of DCA airport, along with our friend Blade Runner, who was on the Boneyard. And they flew right over the Pentagon as 9/11's going on. And to tell you the timing about this, guess what? You know how they ordered all the planes at this point now out of the sky. They were still in the air heading towards San Diego, and they were told to land immediately. They landed in Indianapolis. And as you know, Indianapolis is only about an hour flight to get out there. So they waited. And so all of them had to get in the cars, rent cars, and then drive back to Washington as we held off the launch for Sally Radio at that point. So I was in the studio at the time everything was happening. So I didn't have a TV yet, and I got the call that said a second plane has hit the World Trade Center. Now, you couldn't call into the studio at that time, but I could call out, and it was the guy that was on our station. So I called him and put him on the air, and we were talking, and our boss is running down the hall saying, tell everybody to go to our news stations immediately because of what's going on in New York. Washington had not been hit yet. And we didn't see Shanksville as well. So this is still in progress. And they said, don't do any funny things on the air. Just go ahead and break in and tell people what's going on in New York. Tell them to go to the news channel. So that's what I was doing. And they're like, don't go to the news department. If you want to watch, run down to our main, what we call the broadcast operations center. I went there and I was watching it, and we could hear an explosion. There was a weird, you know how when there's an explosion and you just hear like a, and it was like, what was that? And that was the Pentagon.
Wow.
We heard it. And so we're standing there, and so it's 3 miles away, and you could see at that point, buildings weren't all the way built up in that area where XM is today. And then it wasn't more than about a minute later, they came on and they said a plane has gone down on 395 in the nation's capital. Well, 395 is only 4 blocks away from where we are. And so it's like that could be anywhere from the 3rd Street Tunnel all the way down to the past Arlington in that area. And then they found out that it had hit the Pentagon. And then we were able to go to the top floor and look out, and the jet fighters were flying over the building at that point. And you couldn't make calls out at that point. It was just
anybody in the city couldn't call. I don't think anybody.
Right. And then we got the word that there was another flight that was coming back to Washington. So now we didn't know where that was headed. Was it going to the Capitol? Was it going to the White House? So it's like, well, you can't run. You're looking out at the street of New York and Florida Avenue, and it was all backed up. It was our main way to get out. And I had driven in that day. So I just stayed there, and it's like, what am I going to do? And I remember going out and walking and seeing the fighter jets flying above the city.
The whole night. You stayed overnight at the studio, or did you?
I stayed until about 8 or 9 o'clock, and the whole city had cleared by that time. So then I finally drove back, but I just sat there, and as they called the whole launch off, but we were still having to roll because there were a couple people that already had the radios that got them at the truck show back on that weekend prior in Dallas. So there were some customers, and then we said, this isn't even going to be a paid for service at this point, and you'll be able to just get it until we decide when the launch will be. And we did a big campaign, and the campaign dealt with things falling from the sky, which was based on satellites.
Oh my God!
Bringing things to Earth. So I remember they told me, they said, if you want to see our commercial, go to one of the movies, and they gave you a list of movies. And the one I wanted to go see was Legally Blonde. That came out in 2001. So I was like, I go see Legally Blonde, and they have the movie, which is our commercial that comes up as they show those with the trailers. And all the people in there were like, what the heck was that? Because it came on after all these things fell out of the sky. It said XM Radio, Beyond AM, Beyond FM. And that's all it said. So it was just one of those, let's try to get somebody's attention as to why are things falling. Records fell from the sky, baseballs, football. So basically it was saying you are now going to get everything, music, sports, entertainment. There was a truck driver that's driving and all these music instruments. You can look it up online. If you go to YouTube and look up XM Sally Radio 2001 commercial, you'll see it.
9/11, did they cut
They
that?
did. They had to cut the whole thing out. But the worst one that there was in there was a NASCAR. You know how we have NASCAR? They had a NASCAR fall into New York City.
Oh my gosh.
And when that fell and it went in, crashed into the streets in New York, that was when they were like, there's so much of this commercial that cannot be done. And so the whole ad campaign for Sally Radio was pulled. And that was one of the things that led up to it. So, boy, big changes. And we had to go through a lot of tough times in the very beginning of how it came. But it's amazing. Here it is now, 19 years after that launch, that we're seeing how many people are still here, and they keep on coming.
There's one thing that I think is appropriate to end this with. It's I post this on my Facebook the night before, which is September 10th, right? And I'll read this. I'll put it on the screen as well. And now it says 17. I know it's 19. It's 2 years old. But at this moment, 19 years ago, millions of Americans went to bed quietly with no one that thought the next morning their world would change forever. That night, hundreds packed flight bags they would never live to open. Thousands slept with loved ones for the last time. One never knows what a new day has in store. Let us live each day to the fullest and never miss a chance to let those dearest to us know of our love for them. So tonight, if you have someone in your life that you love, tell them.
Wow. Oh man, have you ever gone out to see the 9/11 memorial? See, I try to go to all of them, and I have even here on my Facebook page on Phlash Phelps Funny Farm. If you go over into my photos, and I'll bring it up to the front because I have new ones from the last year to add in there, and I'm going to add them in there tonight. But inside of the album, you can go and look at all the different 9/11 memorials I visited from Hawaii all the way through New England. It's I have them all over the country, and there's probably almost 100 different memorial shots that I have. So I'll add a couple more that I got in the last year. But if you just see these, and tomorrow it'll be Tribute in Light, and I've always wanted wanted in the very beginning to go up to that. So I went up to go see it probably 3 or 4 times now. The last time I went up, I think it was about 2015. And it's a Friday, so tomorrow night's a really good day. And I would always just go to Liberty State Park. As you know, on the Jersey side, you get a beautiful view right across the Hudson River. And one thing a lot of people don't know, if once you get there and you park in the parking lot where you would go over the Statue of Liberty, you can just walk right down, and there are so many people. And that's one of the reasons they almost didn't do it this year, because they were afraid too many people would come and look and be too close together. But hopefully everybody will just be safe and take their distance away and just watch. And they will turn the lights out. And by the way, those beams are not coming from the exact place where the World Trade Center stood. They just can't do it at that spot. They moved it. It's about 5 blocks to the south in the Battery is where those lights come up. And they put them all in a square. And each one of those beams, the further back you get, the more it looks like a World Trade Center going up. So it's amazing. If there are clouds above, you will then get the lights to shine on those clouds. And if it's not, they just keep on going up. And birds can get stuck in there while they fly by. So they turn off the lights for about 10 minutes or so every hour is how they'll do it.
The 9/11 memorial, I sang at it. I think it was in 2014. Is 2014 when they opened the memorial?
Oh, when the museum.
Yeah.
The museum opened. Yeah, it was right around then.
I think I sang. I actually got to sing in it, which meant so much to me because it was also my mom's birthday. Yeah. So it was, and I just remember she never wanted to celebrate her birthday after 9/11. She actually talked about wanting to change it to 9/12. But also, I remember in Kennewick, Washington. I know we have some people from Kennewick, Washington that watch, but they took a steel. They drove a huge beam of steel and they put it up. Some people watching may actually know what I'm talking about. It's tremendous. A piece from the World Trade Center that's there. And then of course the Pentagon Memorial is wow. The there.
Oh, the Pentagon Memorial. Yeah, those that have never gone to the Pentagon Memorial and to go to the other side, there is a, you know how the bottom of the World Trade Center, that how the beams go up and then they make the tri-split, that very famous shot. Well, they made those up here just north of us in Pennsylvania. And they have one of them that they brought back from where it was originally made, and it's sitting on a slant for the 9/11 memorial. So you see the official beam that's there, and it says it's returned to its home where it was originally made. And our friend Trent, who's blind, and he was playing. He's incredible. He's a drummer, and he was playing in the town. So I went up to see him, and I asked somebody, he said, where is that 9/11 memorial? And they told me, oh, it's right in town, exactly where they built those beams that became the World Trade Center. But I remember the first time I saw it, it was in 1980. What was it, 81? Yeah, it was the summer. It was 81. And then I went to the top of World Trade Center 2, where the observation deck was on the 110th floor. And it was a nice, calm day. And you could go out and walk around the top. I took my dad back, so my dad got a chance to go to the top of it as well. And as soon as we were getting Sally Radio, I had never been heard on the radio in New York City. So the one thing I wanted to do was, wow, wouldn't it be cool to drive to New York with my brand new, I was a beta tester for XM. So I drove to New York and I sat there and I listened. We had a 60s feed, and all it was 4 hours of the 60s on 6. And I was on 2 hours of the 60s feed. So I got to hear myself beaming down at the World Trade Center. And who would have known just right after, this was August of 2001, that the World Trade Center would not be there. I remember after the first one fell, which was number 2, when that collapsed, I said, man, I just can't believe this. Next time I go back to New York, there's only going to be one standing. I just can't believe that. And then, as we know, World Trade Center number 1 came down right after that as well. So what a story.
This is a picture. I'm sure a lot of you know the Calla Repair tree became known as the survivor tree.
Yeah. Right there by the memorial.
The severely damaged tree was discovered at ground zero, snapped roots and burned and broken branches. The tree was removed from the rubble and placed in the care of the New York City Department of Parks and Rec. After its recovery and rehabilitation, it's been returned. And this is a reminder of resilience and rebirth. And there it is right there.
Yeah.
They found that tree. It would have been, in any other situation, I'm sure it would have died, but there it is right there.
Yeah, that plaza was incredible. They had that, I don't know, I forget what they got. The sphere is what they call it. And the sphere was right under it, and it crumbled on top of it. Well, when they pulled that out, they were able to take it down to the Battery. So it was at the Battery right over by Castle Clinton. And then many saw it, and they would see it damaged. Just like, what in the world is this monument? Because it was just such a mess. And they finally then moved that back up to where it belonged as well. So that's why they had to, some of the things they had to build the museum around, the survivor stairs, and and it took me a while to even want to go back to New York to be able to see it in person, but I did after it, and I got to see the survivor stairs. I went in about 2003, but the one place I usually go the most is Flight 93 Memorial. So I've been going back to Shanksville for a lot, and now that they have that museum done, if you haven't been in that museum, it's really incredible. They have Todd Beamer. And many know Todd Beamer because he was from San Jose, and he was the one that they basically say, let's roll, and when they were on Flight 93. And they have I think it's his parking ticket. They have one parking ticket that's there, and they have somebody else's ticket, and it survived. And they have it in the museum. And when you go there, you just come back out of that. But it's something that everyone should go and see, some of these memorials that they've done. But Pentagon Memorial, a really incredible one to look at the side of the building, saying, look at that. And you can tell the color is different from where they had to rebuild the entire wall. Yeah.
Well, again, I think if it's anything else but a reminder, like that saying that I usually post, and I'll post it again, is if there's people that you love and you're not telling them and there's issues, get over it. And reach out to those people again, in light of the fact that it's also Suicide Prevention Day. There's so much going on today and tomorrow. I guess the thing is to realize that there are people that don't share the things that they're going through. And if you're just a little sensitive and lean on your intuition and listen to that still small voice, you may be able to help somebody stay alive. So. So thanks for hanging with us. There's still 156 of you watching, and maybe we went up really far over, but maybe in exchange for that, make a phone call tonight or tomorrow and make a difference in somebody's life.
I love it. All right.
See you guys, and we'll be back soon.
All right. You got it. I will see you later.